The Last of Us Episode 9 capped off Season 1 of HBO's adaptation with a bang. Everything about the dramatic ending is explained here. The Last of Us Episode 9 concludes Season 1 of HBO's adaptation with a spectacular twist and turn. The core plot of The Last of Us has revolved around Ellie's immunity and Joel's mission to deliver her to the Fireflies since Episode 1, and the finale comes full circle. Ellie and Joel arrive in Salt Lake City, the Fireflies' home base, after dealing with various threats on their journey across the post-apocalyptic United States. At the beginning of The Last of Us Episode 9, Joel and Ellie venture into the heart of Salt Lake City to find the freedom-fighting militia. While Ellie is clearly still shaken from her traumatic events with David in The Last of Us Episode 8's ending, Joel shows how much more open he is with Ellie now that the two have moved past their need to hide the bond that has formed between them. That being said, the finale takes its first turn when the Fireflies capture Joel and Ellie, before The Last of Us Episode 9 ending culminates with plenty more twists. One of the most intriguing questions raised by The Last of Us Episode 9's conclusion is whether a cordyceps cure was truly possible. Marlene relays the Fireflies' head surgeon's hopes to Joel after he awakens in the hospital. Ellie's immunity, according to Marlene, is due to the cordyceps that has been in her system since birth, as Ellie's mother Anna was bitten during labor. This strain of cordyceps acts as a sort of barrier, a chemical messenger, causing any new cordyceps that enters her system, such as the bites in The Last of Us Episodes 2 and 7, to think she is already infected. Marlene then explains that the surgeon intends to remove the cordyceps from Ellie's system, multiply the cells that act as chemical messengers, and develop a vaccine to distribute these cells to the general population. However, both Episode 9 and the original The Last of Us game are ambiguous about whether a cure is actually possible. In terms of why it could be possible, Ellie appears to be the first person in history to be immune to the infection, which means her immunity provides the extra boost needed to create a cure. Marlene's statements, on the other hand, make it plain that the Fireflies are grasping at thin air. Marlene claims that the doctor thinks he can create a treatment, indicating that even he is unsure whether it would be successful. Whatever the case, it is obvious from the hopeless situation of the world that any surgeon would at least try to develop a cure if someone immune like Ellie offered even the faintest glimmer of hope. Nonetheless, it is still true that The Last of Us Episode 9's ending purposefully leaves viewers with questions regarding the status of the cordyceps cure, connecting to the unease viewers are expected to feel about Joel's contentious choice to save Ellie, how Season 2 is set up by Joel's mass killings and why he does it. The reason Joel murders all the Fireflies is a question that arises from the conclusion of The Last of Us Episode 9, and considering his character path so far, the answer is very straightforward. Like he did with his own daughter Sarah, Joel adores Ellie. Joel was brought back by Ellie after Sarah's death, Joel's sadness over it, and the 20-year period during which he transformed into a chilly, damaged man. As a result of Joel's interactions with Ellie, she became his surrogate daughter, and he would do anything to protect her and make up for his failures to save Sarah and Tess. This is the rationale behind Joel killing every Firefly in The Last of Us Episode 9's climax. He swears to save her by killing everyone involved in their plan to kill Ellie in order to create a cure. The choice is divisive, establishing the stage for Season 2 in the process. Joel will be killed in The Last of Us Episode 9 of Season 2, 5 years from now, by Abby, the surgeon's daughter. This in turn motivates Ellie to seek retribution in a tragic story of love, loss, and how the cycle of revenge can cloud one's mind with absolute darkness. Why Joel lies to Ellie in The Last of Us Episode 9. At the end of the Last of Us finale, Joel lies to Ellie on 2 different occasions. Firstly, he tells her that there are many other immune people like her and that the Fireflies have stopped looking for a cure for The Last of Us cordyceps as a result. Then, in the very final scene of The Last of Us Season 1, Ellie calls his bluff and asks him to swear to her that everything he said was true, which Joel does with minimal hesitation. Joel lies to Ellie as he is fully aware of the selfish nature of his decision. Joel is aware of Ellie's survivor's guilt, which means that she would have surely opted to do whatever it takes to create a cordyceps cure. Joel is aware of this, but due of his own pain and understandable reluctance to lose yet another daughter, he decided for her and prevented any chance of a recovery. It's been a while since I've been in a position to write a review on a product, but I've been meaning to for a while. Please show your support by hitting the thumb up button, subscribing to our channel, and turning on the notifications bell so that you can keep to date with our content releases. Also, leave your question and thoughts below. So thanks for watching and I will see you in the next videos.